If you're watching this video, please give it a like, subscribe to Instant Revenge, and share in the comments where you're hearing this story from. I'd love to know how far it's traveled. My 7-year-old grandson, Emmett, dashed over in a panic and whispered to me right as I was about to head out for work, "Grandma, don't get in the car. It's extremely dangerous." I was taken aback and asked him why. He murmured, "They mentioned your car will blow up because my mom instructed it." I worked to remain composed, but then my daughter-in-law, Marissa, showed up. I'm pleased you're tuned in. If you're viewing this, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share in the comments where you're hearing my tale of deception from. I'd love to see its reach. I descended the stairs. The wooden treads groaned lightly under my usual heels. The scent of Marissa's newly made coffee wafted through the dining area, mingling with the sunlight pouring in from the window. Robert, my son, sat at the table, absorbed in his tablet, browsing news articles. He glanced up and flashed that heartfelt grin that always warmed my soul. "Hey, Mom, what brings you up so early?" he asked in his deep, familiar tone. I returned the smile. In the room's corner, Emmett, my grandson, sat on the floor, meticulously constructing a Lego structure. The child is only 7, yet at times he seems wiser than his age suggests. Today, he was unusually silent, lacking his normal babble. He stayed intent on the vibrant blocks. I assumed he was engrossed in his play. I swiftly sipped the orange juice from the table. Its familiar sweet-sour taste sharpened my thoughts a bit. My brown leather purse rested on the chair. I grabbed it and double-checked for forgotten items. I approached to plant a kiss on Robert's forehead as I did each morning. Then I ruffled Emmett's soft locks, which brought a smile to my face. "Grandma's heading to the office. Enjoy your day at school," I whispered gently. Emmett looked up. His wide eyes met mine without a word. He simply gave a small nod. At the door, I snatched my car keys and hit the unlock. The black Cadillac in the garage blinked, as if eager for me. I inhaled deeply, bracing for a busy day. But suddenly, I heard quick steps behind. Emmett, with his short legs, hurried to me and clutched my jacket's hem. I startled and almost lost my keys. His face was ashen, eyes enormous, brimming with a terror I'd never witnessed in a kid. He darted a glance toward the dining area where Marissa was cleaning, then leaned near my ear, his voice quivering, hardly audible. "Grandma, don't enter the car. It's truly hazardous." My heart skipped a beat. I crouched to his level, striving for calm, though I quaked inside. "What's wrong, sweetie? What's happening, Emmett?" I inquired softly, gripping his shoulders. The boy scanned around again, as if fearing eavesdroppers. Then he edged closer, his tone so faint I strained to catch it. "They said Grandma's car will explode because Mom commanded it." Emmett's statement sliced through me like a blade. My veins turned icy. Marissa, my daughter-in-law, the lady I'd always seen as family, who'd been part of our lives for years. I strove to keep a peaceful expression. I patted the boy's hair, but my thoughts spun wildly. How could a 7-year-old utter such a thing? Was it mere fancy, or was there real peril? Just then, Marissa emerged from the dining room holding my laptop case. She beamed, that bright, flawless smile as ever. "Mom, you left this." I charged it up. "Drive carefully," she said warmly, as if all was fine. But I detected something in her gaze, something elusive. Robert followed from the dining room and chimed in from afar. "Yes, Mom, this new venture is demanding lately. Look after yourself." His tone was affectionate as always, but today it felt remote, like I was an outsider viewing an altered family portrait. I mustered a grin and accepted the bag from Marissa. "Thanks, dear," I replied, aiming for normalcy. "But I'm feeling a headache today. I think I'll grab a cab to work for some ease." I'd scarcely spoken when I spotted Marissa arch an eyebrow briefly. It was momentary, but I caught it. "Why, Mom? If you'd like, I can drop you, she suggested in her typical kind voice, though I sensed unease. No thanks, I'd prefer to go solo, I answered promptly, gesturing dismissal. Marissa nodded, still grinning, but I noticed that quick flash of letdown in her eyes that vanished fast. It was so brief anyone might overlook it, but after Emmett's alert, each of her moves seemed dubious. I faced Emmett and clasped his chilly little hand. I'll drop Emmett at school en route. We can chat a bit, I said, feigning cheer, though turmoil raged within. I didn't await Marissa's reply. I just held the boy's hand and strode to the door. Emmett gripped mine firmly, as if dreading I'd disappear. I sensed a quiver in his fingers, and it shattered my heart. Way, the gatekeeper, rushed to swing open the sturdy iron gate upon seeing me exit. He bowed in greeting but dodged my gaze. That tiny oddity heightened my anxiety. Way had served our family for 2 years, since Marissa endorsed him. She called him trustworthy and diligent, but now I questioned if I'd relied on her judgment too heavily. I pulled out my phone and launched the ride app. It showed arrival in 3 minutes. While waiting, I embraced Emmett close, my pulse thumping in my chest. The boy snuggled into me wordlessly, but his eyes mirrored sheer dread. I caressed his hair, aiming to soothe him. It's fine, darling. Grandma's with you, though I was truly reassuring myself. A white Toyota cab arrived at the curb. I opened the rear door, aided Emmett in, and followed. I kept his hand in mine, like releasing it meant losing my anchor. I provided the driver the school location, my voice unsteady but composed. Then I added my office address, though I'd already chosen not to go. As the vehicle pulled away, leaving the tree-shaded neighborhood, I exhaled in fragile relief, like brittle crystal ready to break. I turned to Emmett. He huddled in his seat, hands folded. His eyes held fear, but also faith when meeting mine. I smiled to lighten the mood. Emmett, I whispered lowly, can you recount exactly what you overheard? Share every bit. I need to grasp it fully. The boy nodded, but I saw him bite his lip, as if mustering bravery. After a pause, he inhaled deeply and started, his voice still shaky. This morning, I rose early while all slept. I went to the backyard to play with my robot toys near the rose bushes where Mr. Way often stands watch. He stopped and eyed me to confirm attention. I nodded encouragingly, not releasing his hand. I made a hidden fort behind the roses. Emmett went on softer. Then I heard Mr. Way on the phone. He spoke Chinese quietly, like hiding it. I got curious and sneaked nearer. His eyes grew large, reliving it. I caught some words, not all clear, but he said, the madam is leaving soon. She entered the car and it will detonate. He also said, Mom, that it followed her commands. Emmett's account pricked my heart like thorns. My breath grew labored, but I kept a calm facade to avoid alarming him more. Are you certain you didn't mishear? I asked gently yet firmly. I required confirmation. Needed to know it wasn't childish invention. Emmett nodded vigorously, with resolve rare for 7. I didn't he stated confidently. Grandpa taught me those terms. The madam is Obanyang and explode is Bo. Mr. Way said precisely that. I recall it clearly. His words sent shivers down my back. Recollections of Ernest, my husband, surged like a tide. The afternoons on the veranda, patiently instructing Emmett Chinese words with that affectionate tone. He claimed it was the future's tongue, but I knew he cherished time with his grandson. Those thoughts now stung bittersweet. I gazed at Emmett, curbing the rising alarm. Way, the guard Marissa suggested 2 years back. She'd portrayed as reliable and industrious. I trusted her, believed the honesty in her eyes when she spoke of him. But now I pondered if it was all pretense. Marissa, the young lady I'd treated as kin, with whom I'd forged grand visions for Alvarez Lumber, could she orchestrate something so vile? The cab navigated San Antonio's known roads as sunlight dappled through the glass. but I lacked focus for the views. My mind swirled with queries. Why? What motive would Marissa have? Wealth, authority, or unseen grudge? And Emmett, why did my young grandson endure such horror? The vehicle halted at the primary school. I paid the driver, requesting a brief wait. I took Emmett's hand and assisted him out. Then I enveloped him in a firm hug. His small frame shook in my embrace, and my heart constricted. "Emmett," I murmured, "you're Grandma's champion. Hear me well. Don't share today's events with anyone. Not even Dad, okay? Let Grandma manage it." I uttered that, but inwardly I teetered on a precipice. How to shield my grandson, my kin, when intimates laid the snare? Emmett nodded emphatically, eyes gleaming with total faith. I observed him enter the school grounds, his tiny form vanishing amid chattering pupils. But to me, that sight lost its purity. The child bore an undue burden, and it rent me asunder. I re-entered the cab and shut the door firmly, sensing I'd sealed off false security. "Driver, please," I said, tone suddenly stern. "Reverse course. Back to the prior spot. Skip the lumber firm." The driver assented silently, and the car pivoted. The taxi glided through San Antonio's acquainted avenues, the engine's steady hum like a subdued tune. I sat motionless, gazing out as morning rays sifted through foliage, casting gleams that frolicked on the pane. But my spirit knew no tranquility. Each bend, each tree line, evoked remembrances, shards of a once ideal past. Now they were jagged edges lacerating my heart with every recall. The car passed Brackenridge Park, where Ernest and I strolled hand in hand weekends. I vividly pictured him on a bench, notebook open, pencil sketching Alvarez Lumber's initial designs. He dreamed grandly, eyes aglow as he spoke of a lumber empire conquering globally. "Teresa, envision it. Wood isn't mere stuff. It's every home's essence," he'd say, voice fervent. I, a fresh bride then, got swept in that zeal. I turned his visions real, gradually, from tiny shop to Alvarez Lumber's renown. But now, in the cab, I queried if those aspirations merited my peril. As the car turned the main boulevard, the university where Robert graduated loomed afar. I recalled his diploma day, beaming as he clutched his business degree. "Now I'm your trainee, Mom," he said thrilled, eyes proud. I chuckled, patted his back, sure my son would extend Ernest's and my path. Robert, with his gentle demeanor and creative flair, always soothed me. He lacked my drive or fierce ambition, but I cherished his genuineness. I always figured his joy sufficed for mine. Then memories shifted to meeting Marissa at a Dallas furniture export conference. She was youthful, early 20s, but her smarts and acuity wowed me. She neared me, eyes sparkling, mentioning Alvarez Lumber. "Mrs. Alvarez, your firm inspires our era," she said, voice sincere. Her assurance captivated me, that ambitious spark mirroring my youth. I invited her to supper, then presented her to Robert. Watching them converse and chuckle, I thought Marissa fit perfectly for my son. A resolute, sturdy woman to counter his mildness. How mistaken to assume she'd integrate as family. A daughter-in-law I'd adore like my own. The sharpest memory, still gripping my heart, is Emmett's birthday. I paced outside delivery, more anxious than Robert. My fists so tight knuckles blanched. When the nurse presented the infant, so minuscule and ruddy, I held him first. His wee hand seized my finger with might that halted the world. Then I felt no regrets left. Emmett was the radiance, my utmost delight, especially post-Ernest's death. Watching him mature, I saw his dad's traits, curiosity, wit, and subtle sensitivity. The cab decelerated and halted before the known iron gate of the estate. Bougainvillea draped the wall, crimson blooms quivering in breeze. That home I'd labored for was my pride, but now resembled a ornate cage concealing horrors. I settled with the driver, inhaled deeply, and steadied myself. Yet as I opened the door to exit, my legs felt leaden. The flawless family image I'd crafted for years had fractured, shards strewn about. I lingered on the sidewalk, observing, fixated on the gate till Robert and Morris's vehicle vanished office-bound. Only when certain they were distant did I stir. I couldn't risk the front gate with Way guarding. His evasive morning stare unforgettable. He, once trusted, now an enigma, another fragment of the nightmare I deciphered. I traced the house's side trail, pacing deliberately beside the hibiscus-cloaked fence. Green limbs swayed softly, as if concealing me from outside. I knew that yard intimately, every nook, every pebble. At rear, an aged, nearly invisible wooden door led to the backyard. I'd stashed its key under a ornamental rock amid shrubs. I knelt, hands quaking, lifted the stone, and touched the cool metal key. Inserting it, the hinge squeak jolted my heart. I held breath, listening, dreading any noise betraying me. But the yard stayed hushed. Only distant bird chirp sounded. I slipped in and shut it cautiously, like entering another realm. I traversed the yard, concealing behind tall trees, edging warily to the garage. Each step battled fear versus resolve to uncover truth. My black Cadillac sat idle in the corner, no longer my daily transport but a lurking menace. Emmett's words reverberated, Grandma's car will explode. I pondered how a 7-year-old bore such weight, and how I, over 60, arrived doubting dearest ones. Then my pocket phone buzzed, a minor noise but startling. Morris's name lit the screen. My pulse raced wildly. I breathed deep, calming, and answered, voice even though wrecked inside. Yes, dear. Morris's end was still sweet, but today chilled me. Mom, reach the office? Your car's not in the lot. Her words seemed caring, but I sensed probing. She was verifying, no doubt. Swiftly, I replied naturally. Oh, I recalled a sudden supplier meet in San Juan del Rio, cabbed there direct. Back midday or later. I paused for response, silently hoping my tone hid quivers. Seconds of quiet stretched eternally. Then Marissa said, oh, okay. Should have informed. I'd shift the morning session. Her voice soft, but I noted stiffness, like masking. I smiled unseen. Sorry, it arose abruptly. Manage the tasks, I said, ending the call. Screen dark, a shiver coursed my spine. Marissa suspected. Certain, but no time for fear's grip. Must proceed. I headed to the tool shed where Joseph, our 20-year gardener, labored. Joseph was dependable, ever quiet and committed. I found him polishing shears meticulously, focused like vital work. Seeing me, he startled, eyes wide. Ma'am, why here? Thought you left for office. I gestured silence and drew him to a bush-shielded shed corner from house view. Joseph, I said seriously, need your aid on something. Secret and risky. None must know, not Way. I met his eyes, conveying urgency. Joseph furrowed brow, puzzled but nodded unquestioning. I led to garage, indicated Cadillac. Approach and check for oddities. But heed, look only. Touch nothing. I stressed each word, inwardly praying Emmett's alert was error. Joseph knelt, peering under chassis. He lingered long in utter quiet. I heard my heartbeat. Rising, face pallid, hands shook. Ma'am, he stuttered. Black box attached to frame. Red-blue wires extend. To battery, I believe. Not car's part. Joseph's words struck like hammer. Emmett's warning real. Legs buckled, but I bit lip, stayed resolute. Can you snap clear pics? I asked, passing phone, hands trembling like his. Joseph took it, crouched again, captured details carefully. Returning it, I viewed screen, black box, twisted wires, alien to car. Heart raced, voice steady. Thanks, Joseph. Resume work like unseen. Your safety paramount. Joseph nodded, still baffled, but wordless returned to shed. I paused, deep breaths calming. Then exited yard via side door, hailed another cab. In back, hands quaked, clutched phone like lifeline. Opened contacts for name unused years. Michael Torres, Ernest's college pal, private detective, sole trusted now. Dialed, heart thumping. He answered, voice deep, welcoming. Teresa, ages. I cut short, urgent. Michael, Teresa Alvarez, meet now. He paused, sensing gravity. Okay, Teresa, where? He asked. I inhaled, knowing change irreversible. That afternoon, I entered a modest cafe in a San Antonio old lane. Dim hanging lights lent worn vibe. Roasted coffee aroma blended with sparse patrons' murmurs, ideal veil for meat. I picked farthest corner table, unseen by acquaintances. Chest heavy, like unseen burden. Michael Torres arrived shortly, steady stride, but shudder-savvy gaze. Salt pepper hair, keen eyes same as decade ago at Ernest's friend gathering. He got black coffee, sat opposite, eyeing me as decoding secrets. Sans chit-chat, I set phone on table, opened Joseph's undercar pics. Tangled red-blue wires, ominous black box glared on screen, affirming fears. Michael narrowed eyes, took phone, magnified details. Murmured softly, no prank. Seems improvised bomb tied to car's electrics, words dashed faint hope of mix-up. I drew breath, holding panic. Recounted all, Emmett's shaky alert. Morris's art call, Joseph's garage find. Included Chen Hao name Emmett heard from Wei, each word reopened wounds avoided. Michael listened uninterrupted. His quiet unnerved, but he spoke gravely. Teresa, wise not rushing. First, monitor Wei, he's weakest chain link. Paused, eyed me intently. But maintain routine, taxi to work, show no doubt. If they sense wariness, complicates all. I nodded, though inwardly craved to yell, confront Marissa. But knew he right. Must play unknowing mom grandma. Got it, I said low, firm. Michael nodded, added, my team tails way round clock. Stay composed. I'll unearth truth. 3 days dragged like endless ordeal. Mornings taxied from home, 4 smiles greeting Robert, Marissa. Nights dined family, heard Marissa's feigned sweet work queries. Eyeing her, felt facing alien. But silenced per Michael's directive, heart aching betrayal each beat. 3rd day, phone buzzed amid fake report review at office. Michael's name. Answered, heart racing. Teresa, updates, grave, firm. Meet at Highway Diner near Lopez Mateo's industrial zone. At 3 p.m, asked nothing, just coming, pushing diner door. Fried oil scent, pon clatter stifled air. Michael sat corner, laptop open. Gestured sit wordless. Got findings, quiet. Way cautious but sloppy. Turn screen, fuzzy video, likely nearby security cam. Way, casual garb, entered dim alley by Elmado Night Market. Met slim Asian man, anxious, cap shading face. Way past thick brown envelope, few words, man nodded, vanished shadows. Michael pointed unknown. This Chen Hao said. Team quizzed market sellers. He's undocumented, jobless, famed for gambling knows. Opened slim file, clear Chen Hao pics, data gathered. Viewed photo, lean face, weary eyes, spine chilled. Matched Emmett's tail exactly. Michael continued, voice lower, curbing emotion. Teresa, no mere doubt. Planned kill attempt, daughter-in-law Marissa orchestrates. Words punch chest. Gripped table glass, knuckles white. Fury, agony flooded like sweeping wave. Marissa, loved, trusted, thought Alvarez lumbers future. How money. Power, unknown spite. Eyed Michael, steady gaze though tears loomed. Next, asked, voice quaky but resolved. Michael eyed seriously, compassionately. Need more proof, said. Tail Chen Hao, learn associates. You, Teresa, act oblivious. Wrong step, crumbles. I nodded, opened mansion door, entered naturally. Dinner was forced act, sat opposite Robert, Marissa. Smiled at Robert's new project talk, nodded Marissa's Sanhorn query. Mom, day good. Partners meet okay? Sweet tone. Met eyes, sought clue, saw perfect mask. Fine, dear, soft reply, heart pounding breakout. Emmett beside ate quietly, glanced querying if I'd acted on warning. Days on, sustained facade. Taxied work, feigned busy, but home entry felt trap. Marissa grew impatient. One eve, us alone kitchen wiping plates, falls worrying, Mom, why taxes still? Garage car idle bad. Want, I mechanic it tomorrow check. Set glass on marble, echo cold in quiet kitchen. Met eyes, calm though boiling. Why so concerned I don't drive? Dear, specific reason want me in that car? Asked, stressing, watching reaction. Morris's grin tense second, saw it. Uncomfortable, forced laugh, averted gaze. No, Mom, sharper tone. Just care. You seem weary, thought cause. Hastily resumed dishes, hand slight tremble on rag. No reply, sipped water, let quiet speak. That night, bed, ceiling stare, sleepless. Images, scheme swirled. Emmett's alert, weighs shifty eyes, Morris's phony grin. Puzzle pieces terrifying, unwanted real. Around 2 a.m., room air suffocating, sought garden fresh air. Barefoot, cool damp grass underfoot, hoped clarity. Moon glowed bright, silvering yard magically yet eerily. Paced slow, breath steady though heart heavy. Passing pool corner, old stone table chairs, heard low voices. Heart leapt, pounded. Hid behind big palm, body to trunk, silent. Saw 2 shadows seated dark, conversing low clear. Recognized Marissa way instantly. Slowly drew phone, fingers quake. Started recorder, lifted carefully capture words. Maris's tone tense, irritated worried. Sure nothing slipped her suspect. Lately odd. Taxi insists. You leak, way. Way reassured, tension evident. No way, Mrs. Marissa, careful. Chen Hao set device under driver seat. She starts, done. Maybe real tired. Marissa sighed, voice rage contained. No, method to blatant, risky. Device lingers, gardener spots, plan bust. Tomorrow call Chen Hao remove now. Vaporized. Remove, but no buts, Marissa cut, icy. I'll devise other, natural. Accident say. Now wipe traces. Froze behind tree, full body tremble. Marissa's each word heart stab. Phone recording undeniable proof, also blade cutting last trust. Saved file carefully, copied backup email. Hands shook near drop phone. Retreated slow, step. House via back door, heart laden. Like bearing family life in hands. Next morn, sun barely up, living room phone hand, voice steady to Robert, Marissa. Today inspect hill country land, said. Back evening likely. Primed for production forests. Heard Maris's sweet, yes, Mom, care well. Deep breath, felt entering silent war. Skipped hill country. Instead, trusted cab to State Police HQ. Michael arranged covert meet Colonel Vance, criminal probes head. In cab, window gaze. San Antonio streets blurred mind. At HQ, to private windowless room, old with table, chairs. Colonel Vance, tall stern face, opposite. Michael beside, calm gaze. Recounted all. Voice shook, but steady. Showed Joseph's undercar pics, red-blue wires, menacing box. Then Michael's report, Wei Chen Hao market video exchange. Finally, set phone, played Marissa Way garden talk recording night prior. Maris's cold calculating voice filled silent room. Watched Vance's face tense, brow crease. Sure nothing make her suspect. Recording hit that, Vance signaled stop. Eyed grave, decisive. Mrs. Alvarez enough to proceed. Wheels set trap. Home, act inspections ongoing. Let unfold. Escorted secure HQ wait room, surveillance screens, radio to police. Michael stayed. Present soul calm. In cold room, screen stare, heart pounding. New impending would alter all, family, firm, life. Around 2 p.m., cameras showed old unmarked truck park rear Mansion Street. Plainclothes cops hid nearby vehicles, awaited cue. Breath held, eyes glued monitor. Way appeared, chatted Joseph, pointed pool pump. Gave paper, cash, said pump part damaged by downtown only. Joseph, trusting, motored off promptly. Joseph gone, Way opened back gate. Cap-shaded face man sneaked in, direct garage. Recognized Chen Hao, same anxious from Michael's video. Colonel Vance radio followed, quiet, team's position. Wait action. Screen, Chen Hao garage door open, pocket tools out, crouched under Cadillac. Heart halted. Seconds eternal. Then Vance's voice transmitter, now. Two unmarked cars rushed, blocked alley ends. Vest-wearing officers emerged, hides, yelled, police, hauled. Chen Hao leapt, fled attempt, but to tackled ground instant. Way at gate subdued resistance free. Bomb squad entered garage. Squeezed Michael's hand, breath ragged. Minutes, team radio, device neutralized. Homemade explosive, power destroy carefully, 5 meters radius damage. Hearing, legs weakened. Without Emmett's alert, if calm morning, unimaginable. Simultaneously, another police group, Vance led, to Alvarez lumber offices. Screen, direct conference room, Morissa leading heads meet. Robert there, table end, notes attentive. Police entry, Morissa frowned, annoyed. Pardon, meeting. What need? Vance showed warrant front, cold voice. Morissa read arrested attempted murder suspicion. Room silenced. Robert leapt, stuttered. Must mistake. What mean? Morissa paled, tried calm. Slander evidence? Vance ignored. Signaled officer recorder on. Morissa Way garden voices echoed clear. Tomorrow call Chen Hao remove. I'll find natural way. Morissa's assured smile gone. Stumbled back, chair fall, hands tremble, face cover. Robert to station with me. No interrogate room. Special observe room, one-way mirror view. First interrogated, Chen Hao, entered nervous, cuffed hands shake back. Vance charged conspiracy murder, illegal explosives, face whitened. Under 10 minute, head low, trembling confessed all. Admitted illegal border cross years ago, hidden life, gambling debt sunk. Way contacted via illegal El Mardo market casino. Offered big dollars clear debts, new start. I did asked, Chen Hao mumbled, eyes down. Gave layout, Mrs. Alvarez schedule. Said early morn best, all asleep, confessed no bomb skill. But border arms contact. Bought explosive there, per Way's precise guide. Hearing spine chill. Each detail, calculated step blood freeze. Looked Robert. Hands chair edge clenched, knuckles white. Wanted speak, throat failed. Then Way's turn. Entered head down, defiant look. Initially denied, cold voice. No nothing alleged bomb, lie. But Vance placed Chen Hao statement, market video front, composure broke. Silenced, eyes darted, head lowered, confessed. Way admitted motive old incident. Stole my jewelry, Ernest's 20th anniversary necklace. Sell the gambling debts. Discovering, instead police, had him apologize public before staff. Thought teaching honesty. Told Ernest, but Way humiliation indelible. Nursed grudge when Morissa approached plan. Accepted for revenge, promised dollars. Words heart clench. Never imagined compassion seeded such conspiracy. Looked Robert, hand reach want, but gaze glass fixed, as grasping extent. Finally, Morissa interrogate room. Unlike others, entered poised, head high, lawyer beside. Elegant black suit, hair back, like firm meat, not murder charge. Vance asked involvement, Morissa cold smile, icy reply. Don't know talk. Recording fake, fabrication. Way, Chen Hao conspired frame, extort. I'm victim. Looked Robert, saw hands face cover, shoulders shake. Mom, whispered broken. Truth. No answer, hand his shoulder, strength transmit, though faltering. Through glass, Morissa poised, but table hands clenched, containing inner. Vance entered, placed red notebook table. Searched office safe, Mrs. Reed, cutting. Yours. Marissa's face cracked, smile vanished. Tried speak, wordless. Vance paged, read aloud careful lines. Restructuring phase 1. Remove top area. Teresa Alvarez. Option A, car crash, high risk. B, poison, hard control. C, blast, effective, final. Stopped, I direct. Phase 2, mentally sway C. Robert, use sorrow gain full firm control. Share shift. Phase 3, debut luxury furniture. Marissa designs via all Alvarez resources. Each word blow. Marissa planned not just life end, but son manipulate, steal Ernest my legacy. Tears stung, lips pressed no breakdown. Marissa crumbled. Head table, shoulders shake, tears flood. Lawyer intervened try, she hand raised stop. Enough, murmured broken. I confess all. Head up, eyed Vance direct, tears stream. Wanted own something. Worked endless company, but always Teresa center. Wanted create mine. Beside, Robert choke sob. Stood stagger, room leave want, but I firm hand his. Robert, horse, mom here. Not alone, but new words no pain ease. World shattered, mother couldn't mend. Trial months later, Grey San Antonio day. Front courtroom row beside Robert, victim's family spot. Emmett to suburb friend house, play, forget temp happening. Didn't want innocent eyes face mom truth. Courtroom full, reporters rear cram, cameras mix ready. Case successful businesswoman. Murder attempt mother-in-law inheritance shocked state. Murmurs air but distant hum to me. Focused Robert beside, hands lap clasped, gaze blank. Wordless since entry, but in a storm raged silent. Marissa led in orange uniform, thinner paler last. Head down, no us glance. Behind, Wei, Chen Hao, heads bowed, no escape look. Watched, once life parts, chest painful void. How reach this? Marissa lawyer rose, argued psych pressure, manipulated. But prosecutor firm, evidence dismantle. Presented garden recording, Marissa cold order device remove. Chen Haowei market dollars video. Both statements. Each word stab. Final hit, Morris's red notebook. Pages screen projected, calculated plan millisecond. Remove barrier. Teresa Alvarez. Mentally sway C. Robert, debut Marissa designs. Each line wound, lips bit sob hold. Final statement, Marissa speak aloud. Rose, hands tremble, first direct look us. I'm sorry, sobbed, tears pale face. Greed, envy blinded. Always shadow mother-in-law, follow rules, wrong. Voice cracked, but no pity. Apology no undo. No mend Robert, Emmett, my hearts. Robert beside fists clenched, body tense. Tear cheek slide, not forgive, but destruction man, father. Hand his shoulder want, throat closed. Comfort how when same pain drown. Court sentenced. Marissa 25 years prison, mastermind attempted murder. Wei, trust betray revenge aggravate, 30 years. Chen Hao, investigation coup, lighter, later China deport face justice. Police escort Marissa past us. Stop second, Robert look, whispered, care Emmett, please. Robert averted, eyes I scold, no reply. Next day, office work try, Robert entered. Place signed divorce, resignation letter desk. Mom, voice, can't stay. Every corner house, company, her remind, need go. Said taking Emmett Austin suburb small house, early struggle years. Pure childhood memories place, untainted Marissa betrayal. Eyed, saw deep pain, vast fatigue. Knew Robert time he'll need, self-rediscover. Go, choked. Ready strong, return. Mom, company wait always, rose, hug tight, body tremble arms. He left, office still, window gaze, sunlight on yard lumber stacks. Days after, mansion empty cold. Emmett laughter gone, family moments gone. Son, grandson contact brief video calls. Emmett school days tell, Austin friends, but I sadness wordless. Robert, rare talks, nodded weak smile, whirring prevent try. Year flew, though each day long challenge journey. Dedicated hold Alvarez lumber, manage scandal media crisis, team morale keep. Work intense, scarce time sadness yield, painful recalls. But nights, empty mansion return, emptiness unfillable. Emmett laughter absent. Family scenes absent. Robert presence, thought eternal side, absent. Learned pain live, not accustom. Dining table gaze, still Marissa face, fake smile, heartache anew. But self-repeat strong be, not me, but Robert, Emmett, most loved. Fought protect. Now continue prevent family total shatter. One Friday afternoon, quarterly report review office, secretary soft knock. Mum, visitor see you. Looked up surprised, no schedule. Door opened, Robert entered, speechless, he different, skin tanned. Body sturdier, eyes no empty sadness before. Beside, Emmett taller bit, beaming smile, joyful eyes. Grandma, Emmett yelled, run hug. Robert there, genuine smile, first year plus. Nearer, warm, mom, ready. 3 words simple powerful, wind gust disperse chest weight. Rose, hug tight, body warmth, like embrace lost world regain. Emmett ran us, small arms circle both, warm family hug form. Moment, tears face roll, but relief, joy tears. Robert work return, but not exec office before. Chose workshop, would carve passion free. Watched, hands sawdust, sculpt careful with details. Saw earnest passionate eyes reflect. Robert designed new furniture line, modern tech, artisanal simple elegant. Market launch, exceeded expect, new life Alvarez lumber breath. Customers thrilled, partners congrats, new Robert not just back, self-rediscover. Months later board meet, rose all front, voice tremble firm. Life dedicated build Alvarez lumber, said, room gaze, attentive familiar faces. Now time pass next generation. Announced retire, CEO to Robert. Heroes vision present company future. Eyes earnest reflect, passion, resolve, genuineness. New piece then. Life new phase. Sold large mansion, memories happy painful. Moved suburb small house, garden petunias, fruit trees full. Adopted golden retriever. Named Ernest, husband honor. Always inspiration greatest. Mornings walked him. Fresh air breathe, birds sing here. Like life remind beautiful remain. Joseph retired after, garden help often. Good friends became, afternoons tree shade, tea drink, old times reminisce. Stories early family days tell, Ernest alive, I dreams once share. Simple calm moments, heal gradual helped. Weekends, Robert, Emmett visit. Cook together, garden tend, or porch sit sunset watch. Emmett school love tell, new Austin friends, notice smile brighter grow. Robert soul scars still, learned live a new sun, self. One afternoon, sun golden light window pour small house. Armchair sit, earnest soft for stroke, watched Robert, Emmett garden laugh. Boy apple tree climb try, Robert pretend down threaten. Laughter wind mix, life melody create. Eyes closed, felt peace final return. Faced betrayal, death, family part loss. But no surrender. Fought survive not, but keep valuable most, Robert love. Emmett smile, earnest legacy. Their sunset glow sit, understood important true not success company. Material feats, but calm moments family together still. Biggest life storm overcome. After lived all, understood human greatest tragedy not betrayal. But wrong person trust. Believed kindness, love change all. But sometimes blind faith highest price make pay. Lost almost all, trust, joy, heart part. But ruins those learned rise stronger, wiser. Life taught no matter night dark. Truth, justice always shine end. And important most, sincere love mother-son. Grandmother grandson, only light never extinguish. Even else all collapse. Story just heard names, places changed protect involved identities. Not tell, judge, but hope someone listen, reflect. How many mothers suffer silent own homes? Sincerely ask, my place if, what do? Silent choose peace maintain? Or courage have face all, voice reclaim? Opinion no want, because every story light become guide others. God bless always, sure courage lead better days.